What is going on, everybody? FJC here, back with another Delta Force video, and today we're going to be talking about why Hazard Operations is the perfect intro / beginner extraction shooter. And I also want to compare Call of Duty's DMZ to Delta Force's Hazard Operations, because I do believe Delta Force has done a way better job of recreating what Call of Duty tried to create with DMZ. Do me a favor though, guys, before the video continues, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and turn on post notifications so you get notified anytime I upload. And if you guys can make sure you are following my Twitch as well as my TikTok, both are going to be linked in the description. That would be greatly appreciated, as I've been streaming Delta Force quite often over on Twitch, and I've been posting TikToks around the game a ton. So if you guys have never heard of Delta Force before, it's a video game series that's been around for quite some time. The first Delta Force game came out in 1998, but Team Jade and Timmy Studios, the same people behind Call of Duty Mobile, actually took it upon themselves to recreate the Delta Force series in 2024. Now, what you're currently watching is the playtest version of the game, with the playtest ending sometime in early September, and then we will be able to play the game again in early access in October of 2024. And the reason that I'm even mentioning this stuff is because I firmly believe, and majority of the community will probably agree with me when I say this, in Delta Force's current state, the game is already better than Battlefield 2042, and that's what its quote-unquote multiplayer or Havoc Warfare is trying to achieve. And for some reason in the game menus, the extraction mode is called Tactical Turmoil, but any advertisements towards the game, they are calling it Hazard Operations, so I'm gonna stick with Hazard Operations. But I firmly believe that Hazard Operations is way better than DMZ in the current state of the game, as well as it's the perfect intro extraction shooter. As somebody who has played the extraction shooter genre for about 4 to 5 years now, starting out with Escape from Tarkov, in my personal opinion, Tarkov is definitely not the game that you want to start with if you've never played an extraction shooter before. In my opinion, you're kind of throwing yourself to the wolves, and I didn't truly understand Tarkov until I put about 300 hours into the game, and I was consistently watching streamers like Landmark or Willers to improve my game. Hazard Operations does a fantastic job of simplifying the game's marketplace, stash, as well as loadout. One thing I really enjoy about Hazard Operations is pretty much everything can be sold on the market, even if you die and put it in your safe container. Another great feature that Hazard Operation offers is the ability to see item prices while you're in raid or out of raid, just by hovering over the item. And if you've ever been intimidated by creating loadouts for raids in extraction shooters, I can firmly say that Hazard Operations does the best job of simplifying this whole process. What you're seeing on screen right now is the menu that will pop up after you've picked the map and you're about to deploy into the raid. On the left side of the screen, you can see that you can pick your helmet, ballistic vest, backpack, and chest rig. And on the right side of the screen, it allows you to pick your weapons, ammo, and heals. For each category, it will always show you the gear that you have in your stash first. This way you're not spending unnecessary money. But if you do need to purchase things, you can automatically do it from this screen. Another amazing feature of Hazard Operations is through completing daily and weekly challenges, you get gear set tokens. There are 3 tiers to the gear set tokens: Recruit, Standard, and Elite. Recruit obviously being the worst and Elite being the best. The exception with these sets though is you cannot change anything in your inventory, so what you see is what you get. But if you're running low on cash or just don't even have the general motivation to make a loadout, the gear sets are the perfect option. Another great feature about Hazard Operations, in my opinion, is the game constantly wants you to make money. I'm not saying it's extremely easy to find high tier loot that's worth millions. Throughout the map, there are multiple contracts that you and your teammates can take place in and do, and this is a main reason why I compared Hazard Operations to Call of Duty's DMZ, because of this feature. Majority of these contracts are super straightforward, involving you killing AI or enemy scavs. There are contracts throughout the map that are worth more than $10,000, but those also require you to do more work. For example, on the Zero Dam map, there's a contract called Wall Breaker, and what you have to do is open a bunch of safety deposit boxes, and while you're doing this, a ton of AI scavs will rush you, as well as it alerts pretty much every player on the map that, hey, you are doing this contract. Overall, I think Delta Force's hazard operations took what DMZ failed to do and amplified it a little bit by adding their own twist. You may have noticed that you are also able to use specific operators in hazard operations, which makes it a lot more casual. You can see here that I'm using the recon operator that has the shock dart as well as the recon arrow, aka Sova in Delta Force. A lot of people seem to stick to Luna, the operator I'm currently using, as well as the medic operator, but you can use any operator that's in the game. Hazard operations also has a downed and a revive mechanic even when you're fully dead, but if you die more than twice, you cannot be revived. Healing in extraction games is also a major feature and a major thing to look at. Majority of extraction shooters, including Delta Force, separate each body part and give them their own HP amount. Delta Force does a good job and shares a similar mechanic to another extraction shooter, Arena Breakout Infinite. By default, the hotkey is 5, but if you hold 5, it'll give you all the healing options that you have in your inventory currently. And if you go even more in depth and look at the dedicated healing tab for your player and see exactly which body parts are affected, it tells you exactly what needs to be done to each body part to simplify the healing mechanic even more. Overall, I think Hazard Operations is the perfect casual extraction shooter, and especially if you're brand new to the extraction shooter genre, this game is the one for you to start out with. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and whether you agree or disagree with anything I had to say in this video. I've been having a great time on Delta Force, and I'm definitely going to be upset when the playtest is over, but we don't have too long to wait when the playtest ends until the early access release of the game, which is October the 14th. There was definitely a lot more that I could have highlighted in this video, but if you guys want to see dedicated hazard operation videos, let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, make sure to check out the stream. As this video premieres, I will probably be live over on my Twitch channel, and make sure you've subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day. Much love.